I want you to paint my house. I don't want you to use paint.
No paint.
No paint, though.
No.
You got to get it done my way. Okay, let's talk about some keywords. I had someone call. I want to say thank you to T at tspurplemartinishop.com. She called
T's purple, just the letter T.
Oh, excuse me. T. Let me give you some backlink love here. TEES purplemartinishop.com.
Cool. I like the name. I like the domain name. That's cool.
She sells a lot of purple and a lot of cool martini glasses and stuff. She came in a while back, asked for analysis, and we talked. She gave me a call over the Christmas holiday and had some questions just about keyword selection. So it prompted me. I said, other people would probably benefit from this. And I found an article actually from eZine. I do a lot of research and reading on eZine. A guy by the name of Kelvin Johnstone had an article that says most searched keywords, not always the best approach. And
what?
Yeah.
What?
The basic concept is, okay, let's say I'm a plumber and I go after plumber. I'm going to select plumber as my keyword, or
let's use the example of let's say you're a hypnotist,
okay,
who knows how to help people quit smoking.
Okay.
So the first thing that comes to your mind is what keyword?
Stop smoking or quit
smoking.
Yes.
So yeah.
So I'm gonna optimize my website for those words.
And you're saying that's wrong?
Yeah, that's wrong. And here's why. Well, unless you got a staff or you hire eWebstyle, that's gonna be tough, And when T and I were talking, I said, well, here's basically what you're gonna have to do. You got to look at your keyword. How competitive is that keyword? Stop smoking. How many? It was million. Was it in the millions?
Millions. Yeah.
If you're gonna select a keyword that gets 1 million plus searches per month, everybody else and their mama is going after that same keyword. Here's a suggestion. Here's what I do. You want to look at your competition. So type in "stop smoking" on the right-hand side of Google. You want to see results 1 through 10 and you may get 35 million results. Okay, that you are competing with every single person that's on that list for 10 spots.
Yeah.
So think about that. And I've said this in a previous podcast. If you want to go after stop smoking, Google stop smoking, look at everybody on the first page. You're going to have to knock one of them out, essentially.
Yeah.
You're going to have to out SEO them, so out keyword them, out link them. So you want to look at all those people, and then look, if it's 1 through 10 of 35 million,
Yeah, it's a tough road, and even in the particular case of Patrick Wanis, we are working on some of the quit smoking keywords, and we've opted for something more specific like quit smoking hypnosis as opposed to quit smoking, and we've even gotten down into cities: quit smoking hypnosis, Miami; quit smoking hypnosis, Houston. Those names. So because we're more likely to have success on those with the budget that we're given, right? Given an unlimited budget, we'll get it done. That's not a problem. The challenge is, within the budget constraints that somebody comes to us. So like in the case of T's Purple Martini, she's going to do it herself, is what I'm understanding, or eventually hire us because she appreciates the help we've been giving her. And so she's obviously, that's not her job. Her job is to run her business, not to be optimizing her website, doing search engine optimization. So she doesn't have the budget to go after the really big terms. So
she can go after Martini. Again, that's going to be that's going to be much more competitive, much more competitive than Purple Martini glasses.
Right.
Because that's much more specific. And that kind of segues into the next point. He had another good point on this article.
Well, before you go there, even our campaigns are designed with 15 keywords, and part of that reason is because we know sometimes clients are going to be angling for like the quit smoking. And yes, we're going to work on those, and we're going to get there eventually. The challenge is that we also want to show, we definitely want to show you results quickly.
Yeah.
And the way to show you results quickly that are going to bring return on investment are to go after what are called long tail keywords. So we do that intentionally. Those 15 keywords are so that we can give you immediate results and then long-term more valuable results.
Yeah. And people will come to us and say things like, I want quit smoking, or I want a national term.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll say, hey, yeah, we'll do that, but
here's the budget that you need for that.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying, I'll have no problem telling someone, hey, we'll do this, but we would recommend you do X, Y, and Z. How about we go after a local term like we do with Patrick? Let's get some results for local terms, maybe a statewide term, then go, because your national or worldwide terms, they're going to take much more time, more man hours, and you're going to have to invest more money into getting those terms. So you want to really think about that. When you're looking at what keywords to select, look at how many searches they're getting in the keyword selector tool, look at how many other people are listed under those keywords, and then, think, can I out SEO these guys? That's a strategy you should take. Now, that is going to be time consuming. You are going to have to invest some time in this. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or you could make an SEO company invest their time in it, like eWeb style.
For those of you who are listening, I'm pointing at myself.
Yeah, just doing this, and I'm like,
they can't see.
They can't see that.
Most of them.
And he brought up a good point. Long tail keywords. This is a word that I'm not familiar with. I'm familiar with the concept, not the actual word. He brought in two words: long tail and short tail keywords. And a long tail keyword is basically, let's go. A short tail keyword would be stop smoking, or
quit smoking.
Smoking. Yeah, or I want to here's one I'd never recommend. I want to optimize my website for the word Google. I know somebody's thought about that.
When somebody types in Google, I want to show up.
I want to show up. Okay, I would not recommend that.
Probably no ROI there.
There you go. But and the long tail version of that would possibly be, is Google the best search engine? That's a long tail keyword. That's probably a bad example, but let's go.
Well, it's interesting.
Smoking.
So the short term and long term it's a really interesting mixture of the phrases, because the long tail keywords actually come from the classic bell curve.
Mm-hmm.
That they either adjusted your grades in college or whatever. We all know 90% are within the bell, and then there's the long tail.
The guys that blow the curve that get 100 on the exam.
Bastards.
Yeah.
So the long tail is also typically longer keywords.
Yeah.
So, instead of quit smoking, it's quit smoking hypnosis CD Miami, right? So it's actually a longer keyword, and it's the long tail because they call it the long tail because it doesn't get as many hits as those words that are in the bell curve, and it still gets enough traffic to go after. It's easier to get, so go after those first. Spend your time on them.
Like he says, the long tail keywords give the short results. They give much more. It's much more specific as to what you're looking for because it's more words. So it's going to give you a shorter list of results, but that shorter list of results is going to be more specific. And I'm going to tell you that those are the ones that you really want.
Higher value. If you get the short, and so the short tail are the ones that are shorter in length and fit inside that bell curve. If you get a short, I was going somewhere with this. If you get a short tail keyword, and it's not, and you're getting a lot of not relevant traffic, right? So if all I'm selling on Patrick's website is quit smoking hypnosis CDs. Well, some people when they type quit smoking are looking for patches, a Nicorette gum. They're looking for whatever it may be. How do I advise my friend on how to quit smoking? They're looking for all sorts of information related to quitting smoking that don't necessarily have anything to do with the desire for a hypnosis CD. So, those short terms, you may go after those and realize, that's not as good. Whereas if somebody types in quit smoking hypnosis CD Miami, the city's not that important in that one. But we want that traffic, and we have exactly what they want. So it's more likely to result in a sale. So any effort I spend on that is valuable effort.
And I'd say the more specific you can be, the better. And the more because if they're typing in, if I'm going to type in something that long, I know exactly what I want. I'm looking for this, and this. So that's going to be like a prime sale or a prime sales opportunity for your company. Now, I don't want you to think I need to go after all long tail and drop all my short tail. Just understand there's a difference, and you need to approach them differently. They will bring different results. Short tail will bring more results, less relevant. Long tail will bring less results, more relevant. So
Yeah.
you really need to think about this when you're doing your SEO and you're selecting your keywords and which keywords am I going to choose. So I thought it was a really cool article that I'm looking at the wall, but here's